welcoming Brandon and G from Kin Crew into the studio. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So tell me a little bit about what Kin Crew is, if you can describe it.
What is Kin Crew? Well, first of all, Kin Crew is a music group. Mm-hmm. We're a duo from Halifax, Nova Scotia. We started as rappers, and then we moved into the production side and a little bit of film as well. Mm-hmm. So basically, we started as traditional hip-hop, and then we moved into kind of like wavy modern rap music, and now we do EDM festival trap music. Cool. But we're also award-winning producers in pop with Dana Beeler.
Yeah.
And I don't know, is there anything else in there? I think that's...
Kin stands for family.
Right.
Yep.
So it's the basis of our music group, family. It's all family.
Right.
Connected, so.
Cool.
Fans are family.
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you guys grow up together?
Yeah.
Yes. We started in grade 5, 4?
Oh my God.
4 or 5, yeah. We were really young, yeah.
Then we kind of split apart for a little bit, came back like maybe 2 years later, and then kind of been friends consistently. We both taken different paths, so you can tell just by looking at us, I'm sure. But other than that, we're pretty much the same.
Cool. That's awesome. You're from Truro?
No, Halifax.
Oh,
North End, and I'm not sure where you're from.
A lot of places.
Yeah. All over.
I lived in Clayton Park, that's where I met him. Yeah. And then East Hants lived out there a bit.
Okay.
And then around Halifax mostly, Clayton Parkish, yeah.
Cool. That's sweet. So why did you move through from traditional rap to EDM trap?
Why did we make the transition?
Yeah, why did you make that transition?
I honestly don't know.
Well, the transition went to wavy.
Yeah, first it went really slow.
K-Flom came down to shoot the music video,
which is one of our biggest features. His last video has over 10 million views.
Oh, wow.
He's a very popular guy.
Cool. So when he came down, he was the one that introduced us to Post Malone.
Wavy.
Yeah, he showed us Post Malone. That's when he's first coming out with White Iverson and stuff. So we started listening to him a bit, and then I instantly fell in love.
Yeah. With
that wavy sound, and it's really airy, and I just love it. So then we started doing that a lot. And then we've always listened, or me at least, a lot of EDM.
I never listened to EDM at all until maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yeah. And then I was just like, yeah, this shit's crazy. I really like this stuff.
So then I guess we just kind of took my favorite thing and what he was getting into. Yeah. And kind of try to combine them, and he's really good at it.
Very difficult though, making the transition from making rap music production wise to making crazy intense EDM music, because the production value that goes behind EDM is super intense. It's way beyond my time when I started. And we started and we made a track with Corey LaRue, and he's the one that was the transition, I guess. His track was called Savages, which was our first that genre of music. Yeah. And it was crazy, and when we put it out, it maybe got 200 views, maybe something like that. So when we actually decided to switch into that side, we re-released it, and we learned a lot of marketing and all those kinds of things since then. So when we re-dropped it, it got 10K in the first couple of days and stuff. So we were okay, that's awesome. So then we did our next one, which was a remix, and that got 20K, and we were all right, we may be onto something. So then we shot a music video with Moose Can Fly from Cape Breton, and when that dropped... It's the one that almost broke 50K right now. So we were all right, this is what we're going for.
Sweet. Yeah. And is that that's not Savages? That's
no, it's called Nightclub.
Nightclub, yeah.
Nightclub was the song that I watched and I was like, damn. The production's really good, and the video is sweet.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
They did a really cool job. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Sick. I feel like EDM. I mean, even hip hop, I always find the production value on both those styles of music are way beyond what some people are doing. I don't know. It's just so hard to put out a bad sounding EDM. I mean, it's not hard to put it out, but it's hard to make a bad sounding EDM track and get it out and have people actually listen to it. Yeah, because it's automatically you're oh, this is mixed poorly, or the production is bad. But a solid. A solidly produced, which is what you guys are doing. It just puts you above the bar, I think. At least in my opinion. I don't know. But
we appreciate that.
yeah, so Corey LaRue's cool dude.
He is, yeah, super nice guy.
You guys still work with them at TMG?
Right, yeah. We actually just changed studios within TMG, and now we're literally side by side with them. We're up in the front of the building.
Sweet. And what's the new studio?
Well, they moved, I think, back in November, or no, maybe October, September-ish, to a new building.
Sweet.
And then when they did, we were just talking to Tony, and he happened to offer us a spot there. Cool. So we got in there, and we were in like the very back of that office.
Yeah, in the very back, the room had windows on every side of it. So, it was
we were like in like a fishbowl.
No.
But the whole concept was we were inside of TMG, which is where we wanted to be. And then now we just moved last night, and we're up in the front end, right beside Neon Dreams. So
sweet, that's awesome.
It is. It's great to be surrounded by those kind of people, right? Because they're doing what we want to be doing. They've already accomplished what we're trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Very hard workers.
I had a conversation with a guy from USS about Neon Dreams the last time I was in Toronto, and he was just like, I have never seen any people from the East Coast ever be like, I want to play stadiums.
Yeah,
I was like, that's awesome that they're out there and they're like being noticed by like people like USS who are huge.
But it's because they've incorporated their EDM side of things to their live band side of things into the pop genre.
Oh yeah,
right?
super cool with this.
So all those genres are mainstream genres, and since they're all producers and all their production values are crazy.
Yeah.
So when they have their full team working together to create amazing sounds, it just puts them above everyone else, right? So they've had a well-structured team. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, totally. So it must make you guys like want to work
it
extra
does.
hard.
100%, yeah. We're lacking in the amount of people, but that's fine. We just put more work on our shoulders and keep going.
Yeah, exactly. That's the East Coast way.
It is, yeah. But yeah, that's the main thing. We don't want to. We're from the East Coast. We want to stay East Coast, but we don't want to stay in the East Coast.
Yeah.
We want to break through.
Yeah,
obviously.
100%.
Well, and it's honestly not obvious because the amount of people that I know are perfectly fine with playing just the odd show every once in a while, making music as a hobby, and it's not our goal. We don't want to.
Yeah, I guess there's like the difference between being a like part-time musician and being a full-time musician is like doing the work and knowing what goes into it and what it takes to like, get what you deserve, basically. Which
is a big gap there.
Yeah, totally. So what's coming up next for you guys then?
Right now we're doing a song a month, and we're doing vlogs and stuff in between. Vlogs. And we may actually be doing a song or 2 songs a month coming up in the future, but right now it's a song a month. Our last track we just released on Valentine's Day is called Lego. Okay. And the support is coming this week by the people who like supported Nightclub and stuff like that. So it's about to take off. And basically, once people start seeing numbers is when locally people start attaching to it.
Yeah, everyone starts looking
at it. So like when we
dropped
Nightclub, it was like for the first week, it was just like, they just released another song, whatever. And then once it started breaking 20K and 30K, then local people started jumping on. They were like, yo, support this guy. We were like,
People started messaging me and everything about it. And they've already heard the song prior to that, but then I started getting a bunch of views. Like, oh, wow.
So basically that's hopefully what's about to happen with our last track that we just released. It's called Lego. And it was a follow-up from Nightclub. So same genre, same idea of drop. Just we tried to customize the beat around our vocals and stuff like that, and it's a high energy track as well. So
cool.
Oh, and we have the March break performance.
Oh yeah, we're Neon Dreams headlined a show in Port Hawkesbury last year. Okay. And they asked us to do the headlining this year. So cool. Mitchell Bailey's doing it as a EP release. Nice. But we're doing the headlining of that show.
Sweet. Yes. I love Mitchell. He's great.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. So, like, what does your live performance look like? Is it just you two and a DJ? Is it like full band?
We just switched our stuff up as well. Okay. So it used to just be us, and there would be a DJ, and we just perform our tracks, and that was basically it. But now we do half DJ, half performance. So we actually do the DJing. So we'll do like live performances of our tracks, but incorporate it into the DJ thing. So like once our track is being played, we step away from the DJ board and we wallow with the crowd and stuff. And then once that track's over, we go back and start DJing, get everyone hyped during that as well.
Cool.
It makes it for, it's fun because it's high energy DJ performance, but at the same time, we also get the fan interaction when we do our live starts too. So it's pretty cool.
Neat. And like, what's your guys' creative process, I guess? Do you both songwrite? Are you, one of you more into like the production and one of you writes the songs, the lyrics, or?
I do the production on most of them. Hopefully this guy's going to be joining on that soon. But yeah, I do the production, and then once the track's done, we kind of sit down and he goes in one direction, I go in the other. We both write our verses. We come back, make sure that they are still along the means of the same thing. Like, we create a concept.
Yeah.
And then we go off and write our own.
Okay, cool.
To make sure
and then we come back.
Two totally different things, because then it doesn't work. But
so you're separately co-writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Nightclub, because it was a back and forth, so we had to be there together to make sure that when we transitioned back and forth, it was working.
Cool.
So I guess it changes, and since we've been friends for so long, we kind of just get the vibe from each other while we're together.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's natural.
Cool.
Even though we both have completely different styles and trains of thoughts and stuff like that.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I mean, that's good though. Yeah. You're not like thinking the same thing.
Well, it is good because we reach two different audiences, right? Like I have my niche and he has his niche, and he has his mindset and focus. I have my mindset and focus. And when we're on the track, it's like, it doesn't sound like one band. It sounds like two completely different people. Yeah. But we meet together and we create a different audience than most people.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys so much for sitting down and talking to me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us.